with Chipotle. We brought lunch last year. We want to bring lunch again this year. And we want to stay connected to this community because we know how incredibly valuable the youth in America are to our greater society, the communities in which we live in, and we want to be connected. We want to give you guys an opportunity to see what we do. We think it's pretty special. We think it's pretty unique. And we are hopeful that one day you can also be part of our Chipotle family at some point as you think about your high school career or what you want to do after school. So without further ado, I brought someone special this year. It's our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Brian Nickel. I'm going to ask Mr. Brian Nickel to come up and say hi to you guys. Before I pass him the mic, Brian grew up in the Philadelphia area, so he's, again, this community is near and dear to his heart as well. So thank you, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. All right, great to be with you guys. If you're wondering what COO does stand for, Scott will never, talk about exactly what he does, but he's got arguably one of the biggest jobs in our company. He's the Chief Operating Officer. So every Chipotle that you walk into, ultimately those folks roll up into Scott's responsibility. So Scott leads about 110,000 employees. And we'll hire about 250,000 people each year. That organization ultimately follows Scott's leadership, the standards that he sets, the role that he provides for people to hopefully not just join our company, but to grow with our company. And I think one of the things that's great about this is, you said they're 11 years old?
11, 12, and 13.
11, 12, and 13. The fact that you guys are here to learn about opportunities at this early of an age is a really big opportunity for each and every one of you. And the guys that are stepping up to be the junior counselors or the leaders, you have an opportunity to be a leader, mentor, and pass on what you've learned, hopefully over time. And look, I've got 3 young kids, although they would say they're not that young now. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old son, and an 18-year-old daughter. And it's important for you guys to learn what are the opportunities for you as you get older. Because usually you only know about what you're exposed to. And I think Kurt was saying you're going to be exposed to 17. Okay, I encourage each and every one of you, attack every single one of those opportunities, because you won't know what you do or don't like until you try it. And you're at an age where everything is possible. And I can't emphasize enough how great it is to be young, because everything is possible. You have the ability to develop what you believe is going to be important for you now and hopefully in the future. And with these couple days, it's just a building block. And here's what I'll tell you is every day, figure out how you can add one more block, okay? If you're young and you add blocks, as you get older and older, you're gonna realize you got a lot of experiences, and now you know what you do like, you know what you don't like, you know what you're really good at, you know what you have the opportunity to be better at. And I think that's what's important as you grow up. And I think you guys are very fortunate to have leaders that are willing to invest time in each and every one of you. Because recognize, they're making a choice to spend their time with you. That means they care about you. That means they don't care about just today, they care about where you're going in the future. The guys that are coming back here to be junior counselors, they care about you, okay? So remember that. Build those relationships, because when a relationship is built on trust and caring, the ability of where that can go is pretty amazing. And the fact that these guys are willing to put their time, their effort into opportunities that you've maybe never experienced before, that's a gift, all right? And you need to approach each and every one of these things as a gift. And one thing I would encourage each and every one of you to do, all right? I say this to my kids. If my kids were here, they'd start rolling their eyes. And I say this all the time in our house, PMA. Anybody want to take a guess what PMA stands for? Come on, somebody give me a guess.
Positive.
Positive. Yeah, fly eagles fly. Very close. Positive mental attitude. Okay? If you take a positive mental attitude into every activity that you approach, it may not be the thing that you love. It may not be going the way you thought it would go. But I guarantee you it will have been better than it would have been if you would have taken a negative approach. If you take a positive mental attitude to your academics, positive mental attitude to your relationships, your friends, your parents, your community, you will be amazed at how powerful you can be. So I would just encourage each and every one of you, 17 opportunities to bring a positive mental attitude over the next couple of days. And if there's one thing you remember of any of this, hopefully you love the food and positive mental attitude, okay? And there is tremendous opportunity for your future. Just don't be afraid to walk through those doors of opportunity and bring a positive mental attitude to it. So delighted to be here. I always love to be a part of these things. I love seeing young people, where you're headed, what you will do next. You guys are a creative bunch, a thoughtful bunch, and excited to see how you guys grow over the next couple of days. I'm sure we'll hear all about it. So with that, I'll hand it over to Kurt. Back to you, Kurt.
Give us a round of applause.
Great, guys.